Greetings, beautiful family of the water, because water is life. And as we honor the water, we honor life and we honor the mother. Second day on my water fast, on my water prayer intensive. That's what I call it too. And I've already drunk over a liter. And I also released a lot of water. When just this water in the body, it releases deep emotions, deep patterns. I just woke with grief and release of mother grief, the grief of the collective, of the suppression of the feminine. This is deep emotional stuff that is stored in us, and if we don't water it, it doesn't come out fully. I've done a lot of inner work for many years, and the layers I'm at now and what I'm feeling collectively, and how the water is helping me to feel it and then release it, utilize the energy. It needs to pop open to release, otherwise it sits in my unconscious. And like I always share, we've all been conditioned. We've all been conditioned from the time in the womb. We have been conditioned by our parents, by our environment, by our culture. Can't be avoided. But that's not our true self, the conditioning. Our essence, our soul is our true self. So for our soul to come fully online, our true essence, we need to release the conditioning. We took everything on. All the beliefs around women, and it's very full on. Super beautiful and raw, and like I always share from the real life and how I'm working with this water. And I've also often touched on that my ability to connect is changing, and many of us, just stay with myself, I'm talking about myself, but many of us, I'm speaking for many of us, I was holding a lot in as a child always, and as a teenager, and then all my life. I process the emotions on my own. But this morning I was actually able to, while I was in it, speak with my mother and express what I was feeling. And how beautiful. It was very new for me. It seems almost ridiculous at my age to be proud of something like that. It's not proud, it's grateful. And the last few days I've been speaking about honoring the water is honoring life, is honoring the mother. We also honor another when we express our emotions freely, when we express truth, instead of always holding back and doing it alone, and then only being with another when we are strong and when we have already processed it. To not hurt the other one, or to not be difficult, or when we see our parents have already enough pain to carry, that can, as a child, make us be very strong. Very strong. So I'm in a deep healing, another healing cycle, of course. Not cycle, but it's a spiral and another layer. So the water prayer, water fast is amazing for that. It's a deep reset. And I woke up with this nostalgia. It's crazily painful, but beautiful, raw. So this morning I'm also going to go and see a show that I've been invited to, of a dear friend singing, and It's about nostalgia. This morning I felt like I can't go there. But of course I can, because I'm not avoiding what I'm feeling. Yeah, and yeah, so I'm here with a beautiful tree, with my beautiful, dear, beloved horse friends, my soulmates in different bodies. Been massaging her and harmonizing her body as she has a sore leg. A lot of animals are also very affected by the earth shifts and the energy that is coming in, and the solar flares, and there's a kookaburra there supporting, lots of birds supporting. And then I have a surprise for you. Come with me. Yes, some horse poo. And then there's a plover mama. Yes, I'm not coming too close. Look at this beautiful mama. Safe here because they nest on the earth. And there is a little one. There's a little plover. Very special. There was a second one. There's a second one somewhere around there. But maybe they are just popping out because she's still on the nest. Or maybe not. They're probably also needing to... I often think the animals come out like guinea pigs who are already and walking around and eating. But she's probably nurturing them. Most of the time the plovers get mowed over because they nest on the lawn. So this is a beautiful safe spot she is in. So there's a little fledgling that has just come out. Look how little they are. So very beautiful. The death and the rebirth. The death and the rebirth. Now that is my training as a rebirth guide, as a rebirth doula, as an aqua phoenix, rebirthing with water. Resetting. We have to let the old go for the new. This morning I was also really grieving my old life. That can be so painful. Wow, because everything that was so beautiful is over one day. And how do we feel that as mothers especially? We have children, and from day one we are also grieving. We are guiding them into their life, away from us, and that hurts like crazy. But it's also the biggest joy, and it's our duty. So how we have been trained as mothers, and I mean there are some mothers and children that are totally clinging together, living together and never entering their own life. That's also okay. Everybody has their own journey. But yeah, wanted to speak to that because that's real. The transitions that we go through as mothers. And this is also coming up because I've been deeply praying with Mother and really becoming aware that when I honor the water, I honor life and I honor Mother. So that's changing my whole relationship also with Mother Earth and with my mother. Again, deeper and deeper and deeper, and me as mother. Yeah, and we really only understand mothers as women, when we are a mother ourselves. And I also feel grief of how I behaved all my life, how my ego behaved, how my conditioning behaved, how like a deep sorrow because I didn't know any better. That was my wounding, that was my pain, that were my defenses. So with this water I am softening my defenses, I am softening my emotions, I am softening my feminine energy. And there is a plover dad. He is taking care. Beautiful plover couple. Such an honor to have them here. So, joined together. And we are also going through a phase where many mothers and many women have been doing it alone for quite some time. So we come into our strengths. This is lifetimes and lifetimes of unraveling, of suppression of the feminine. So we are balancing out, also softening to allowing to receive support, allowing to receive what we need, health and wealth and everything, health and wealth and support and yeah, everything. So the water gets this into the flow, and this is what I'm always sharing about. There's a beautiful ibis coming in. Yeah. Lots of ibis were born in the tree, and yeah, many know me, and yeah, I know them, we know each other. They are just souls in animal bodies. So, to the softening of our emotions, to the softening of our defenses, to our inner union, to our becoming who we truly are, masters, masterful souls, being fully aware of who we are, which is not our conditioning. It's what we need to let go, and that involves nostalgia. So today I'm going to journey with that, to release these programs, to release the old further, to release how also my father viewed my father's own inner feminine, how he viewed women, all, and then all men, as we are moving out of the patriarchy and this deep imprinting, this is deep conditioning, this has formed my own perception of myself as a woman. We need to release this to become the woman our soul truly is. Does it make sense? And we all have that from our parents. So, yeah. And I just, a few weeks ago, did a father wound online retreat. And there's so much, this is part of the unraveling of that. So that's especially so for a woman, how my father's inner feminine was and how his perception of women was, how he was with women, even in his subconscious. That was my imprinting. And if we do not shift that, we don't change. We can pretend we change on the outer, but if that doesn't change, it doesn't shift. So this is what I am releasing now and reprogramming. And there's a lot of grief coming up, because that's becoming aware of the false life I lived. Because the life I lived was made why the woundedness was made by the defenses, was made basically on my father's perception. My mother, my father, and I'm not judging them. We can't avoid that. This is the breaking of the chains. I'm speaking right into that here. So for many years with the body talk system, I've been doing that with different, all the sessions, and the sessions, they never stop. They keep running forever, and they come on also again when needed. They are recursively running. So it's powerful, powerful. I remember sessions I had, and now where I'm at, and with this water, they're coming back on. They're just coming, I can feel them coming back on. Oh wow, they're clicking back in. I remember that. And my body, of course, remembers, our body, mind, our soul, our wisdom. It's incredible. So let's drink to that, and let's soften that, and let's welcome the changes. We are not staying how we are. We are changing. That means body is changing, everything is changing. That's confronting as well, because we can be very attached to what was, to our own, physical, material, our relationships. So bringing that all into the flow, and let's celebrate the death. The death is also like the horse poo. That's done. That's digested and pooed out, and the horse, like, how significant is that? Like, this new birth of the plovers is in the horse poo that is also transforming into the new earth. See, this is protected by the fence. And they have to be very careful now. There could be a big bird coming and swooping them up. They are so fragile. So blessings to these beautiful little new birds. I can't see them right now either. They're very courageous. They might be also sitting under the mum again. And we are in the wave spell of the seed. So let's nourish our seeds like this mother is nourishing her babies. Oh, sorry, it went off. Let's nourish our seeds in the soil so that our garden can flourish. And they are digesting, releasing, letting go. That is what the lungs are for. The lungs and the large intestine. Breathing in, letting go. Breathing in, letting go. Eating, absorbing what we need, letting go of the rest. So, life, we need to digest it. That's where this water can be so powerful. So many people drinking it that used to have massive digestive problems, like really severe digestive problems that couldn't be healed with anything else, have been drinking this water, and it's gone. Suddenly they are healthy, because return to origin means return to health. But we need to be active participants. There are also many people who don't even want to drink this water, because there are also many people in the field who have joined this to make money, who haven't even unpacked their ionizer out of the box. But when they do, they have been, oh my God, this is all about the water. It is, and when we align everything with water, the honor of water, the honor of life, and the honor of mother, that's when all begins to flow. So many blessings and love to you, and water flow, and water is life, water is love, all is love. And the answer is love to every question. Have a beautiful day. And thank you for sharing your energy, for listening, for sharing, and have a magical day.